Record.
Hello and welcome to another awesome video on the Disabled Explorer YouTube channel and all the other platforms that I share this on. Hope everyone's having a great Victoria Day holiday Monday in Canada. Um, I apologize for saying that this would be Memorial Day weekend in the States, but Memorial Day is next week on Monday. My apologies to my US friends. Anyway, in today's video, before I get to that, it is a hot and humid 29 degrees Celsius or 89.2 degrees Fahrenheit for those reading the Fahrenheit scale. It's very hot and very humid compared to what happened earlier. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to recap both TNA wrestling from Thursday night and Friday night SmackDown from this past Friday, this past week. And I'll preview tonight's Monday Night Raw from Greensboro, North Carolina. But before I do, I'd like to give a great big thank you and welcome to my sponsor of today's video, Learn Portugal. If you're intending attempting to teach your kids, uh, if you're attempting to teach your kids European Portuguese, sorry, I came across something pretty useful and awesome. These handwriting practice books, activity books, are designed for kids learning Portuguese outside of Portugal and focus on simple vocabulary, handwriting, practice, and repetition to help kids get comfortable with the language. It's a really nice screen-free way to help for kids to practice seeing and writing Portuguese. If this sounds helpful and interesting to you, I've put the link in the description below. You can check it out, and it would be great if you would support Learn Portugal by purchasing these books. It would help the author and it would help my channel. These books come in four different colors and categories. The colors are this green one, which is food and nature. There's a blue one, which is home and transportation. There's a red one, which is clothing and body, and an orange one, which I did recently, checked the videos prior, which is animals and insects. So four books in the series. Please go check these out. Go check these out on the link in the description below. It would help my again. It would help the owner, the author, sorry, Alone Portugal, and it would also really help my channel. Thank you again to Learn Portugal for sponsoring this video. Now, on to today's content. Today, right now, I'm going to review what happened on TNA Impact first. TNA Impact, May 14th, 2024, from Sacramento, California. 2026, sorry. From Sacramento, California. Opening bang. Battle Royale for the TNA World Title, number one contendership. Sacramento was already buzzing as wild, weapon-laced Battle Royal exploded to kick the things off. Mustafa set the long set the tone immediately, hurling trash cans, lids, candlesticks, and chains into the ring before the bell even rang. Bodies flew everywhere, and chaos reigned. What? And when the dust finally settled, the battles had hardened. Eric Young outlasted the field, eliminating Elijah last to punch his ticket to a TNA World Championship opportunity. Eric Young is officially back in the main event conversation, and he made a he made sure everyone knew it. Lei Ying Lee soaks it all in. The newly crowned two-time TNA Knockouts World Champion Lei Ying Lee hit the ring to to a rolling "You Deserve It" chants from the Sacramento faithful. In a genuinely touching moment, she poured her heart out, thanking the fans, acknowledging that English is her second language, and expressing just how much this second reign meant to her. Uh, Pure class, if I say so myself. But the feel good vibes didn't last long. Zaya Brookside crashed the party, declaring the Knockouts title would eventually be hers. Lee fired back and acknowledged and challenged her right then and there. But Brookside better, um, thought better of it, insulting Sacramento and refusing to fight before shrinking backstage. The rivalry is heating up fast. Sacktown street fight. AJ Francis versus KC Navarro. MLB Sacramento Athletics announcer Chris Carey joined the commentary desk for this one, adding a fun local flavor to an already wild brawl. AJ Francis absolutely demolished Casey Navarro, slamming him through the tables on the outside with a thunderous down payment before rolling him back in to seal the pinfall victory. Brutal spectate brutal, spectacular, and Sacramento loved every second of it. I did too. I love that match. Tag team match. Ali and Rosemary with Marissa Day versus the Diamond Collective with Tessa Blanchard. Ali and Rosemary, accompanied by the mysterious Mara Sade, stood tall over Victoria Crawford and Mila Moore of the Diamond Collective. The ongoing uh, supernatural storyline surrounding the undead realm continues to deliver big, and the the partnership just keeps getting more compelling week after week. Spooky, fun, and fantastic. Uh, world title drama. Santana, Eric Young, Macklin, and more. TNA World Champion Mike Santana stormed through the crowd as usual and addressed Sacramento like the champion he is, speaking through action, not just not just words. He acknowledged Eric Young's newly earned shot, but before plans could be finalized, Director of Operations Daria Ray, swooped in to announce that Steve Macklin, freshly medically cleared, is still owed his rematch and will challenge Santana for the TNA World Championship next week. This week, this coming Thursday. Young will have to wait his turn. Oh, and bonus news. Director of Authority, Santino Marella, announced that Indy Hartwell has officially re-signed with TNA Wrestling. The Hardys speak. The Hardy Boys delivered an ominous backstage message to the Righteous Brothers, warning that by waking up Matt and Jeff Hardy, Vincent and Dutch had unleashed the monsters of the broken universe, sorry. The monsters of the broken universe. And two gods would be coming for them next week to render them absolutely obsolete. Delete, delete, delete. Meanwhile, in the main event picture, the X Division champion, two, there was an X Division championship match, 2 out of 3 falls, with Cedric Alexander, the system, defeating Leon Slater, uh, 2 falls to 1. New X Division champion, Cedric Alexander. What an absolute heartbreaker, and a jaw-dropping title change. Slater entered the match. Sorry, Slater entered this match just 1 day away from breaking Austin Aries' 298-day reign to become the longest reigning X Division champion of all time. He came so close. Slater grabbed the first fall early with clever roll-ups, but Alexander roared back, leveling the score and then delivering the decisive lumbar check to steal the championship away. The crowd was absolutely stunned, as was I. The match was already being called one of the best TNA TV matches of 2026, featuring insane counters, high risk offense, and brutal punishment from the steel ring steps, a classic for the ages, even if the result stung. And just when the dust was settling, turned a former WWE superstar, Fabian Out Aichner, made his surprising TNA debut, stepping out of the locker, stepping out to lock eyes with the new X Division champion as the show faded to black. A massive exclamation point on an already historical night. I hope you guys like that TNA Impact Wrestling review. If you did, click the thumbs up. All my details are in the description below. I am currently at 489 subscribers on YouTube and 74 public viewing hours. I would like to go to 1,000, but I can't. 3,000, sorry, 3,000 viewing hours, but I can't do that without you guys. So whenever you guys want, you can put on a playlist while you're cooking or doing whatever and help me reach the 3,000 hours viewing of my channel, and that would be greatly appreciated. Uh, the more the merrier. Share, like, subscribe, share this video wherever you can, and help me reach the 3,000 from 74 uh, public viewing hours. That would be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. And now I'm going to preview. Oh, now I'm going to preview what happened on Friday Night SmackDown. What a loaded show recap. Here is the post-Backlash Fellow edition. Road to Clash in Italy. Trick Willie comes home. The U.S. Championship homecoming celebration. United States champion Trick Williams, accompanied by none other than Little Yachty and the University of South Carolina uh, Gamecock, Gamecock mascot, kicked off the SmackDown in his hometown of Columbia to a massive, adoring reception. The love was real, but it didn't last long. The Miz stormed out with Kit Wilson in tow, mocking the Gamecock mascot and trying to rain on Trick's parade. Big mistake, despite Kit Wilson's interfering behind the referee's back, and the Miz landing a thunderous skull-crushing finale. Trick Williams fired back and put the Miz away with a trick shot to get the hometown W. Columbia absolutely erupted. The tag team match. There was a tag team match, Brie Bella and Paige as champions versus Julia and Kiana James. Winners, Brie and Paige. Brie Bella and Paige. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championships came into the match knowing champions came into the match knowing that the target on their back keeps growing bigger by the week. Julia and James put up a strong fight, with Julia landing a punishing snap suplex and combining with James for a codebreaker Northern Northern Lights bomb combo that nearly turned things around. But the champions had the last word. Brie connected with a double knee strike before tagging in Page tagging Page back in, who sealed the deal with a picture-perfect rampage on Kiana James for the 3 count. Congratulations again to the tag team champions, Nikki Bella and Brie Bella and Paige. And for what it's worth, the Irresistible Forces Nia Jax and Last Legend made sure to wish Brie and Paige good luck beforehand, letting them know they're coming for those titles on Saturday night's main event. Talk about a wolf in sheep's clothing. Backstage buzz. Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green's awkward encounter. Kathy Kelly caught up with Women's United States champion Tiffany Stratton backstage with Julia and Kiana James loudly arguing in the background. Stratton brushed off the drama, saying she was perfectly fine going it alone. Then Chelsea Green walks in and yet again tried to plant a seed of a partnership with Stratton. Tiffany cold, shut it down cold, saying they were never meant to be a team before walking away with heading Green cheerfully convincing Tiffany was just joking. These two are comedy gold. Contract signing chaos. Cody Rhodes and Gunther. Undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes set up a table and two chairs in the ring, pres- presenting the contract for their Clash in Italy championship match. Gunther strolled out, complaining that Cody was making it all about himself, and in peak ring general fashion, demanded Rhodes say please before he'd even consider signing. Rhodes kept it simple, telling Gunther all that he had to do was sign the contract. But then Royce Keys crashed the party and crashed the signing, and all hell broke loose, leading to an impromptu match, the number one contender match for the undisputed WWE champion, WWE title, Gunther versus Royce Keys. Winner was Gunther. Keys was no pushover, though. He manhandled the ring general on the outside, planting him with world's strongest slams on the announce table. Gunther hit a massive lariat to claw back into the match and headed to the top turnbuckle, but Keys met him there and delivered a superplex that shook the entire ring. Gunther locked in the sleeper hold, but Solo Sikoa made his way ringside to help Keys escape. Keys caused uh, Jen- Gunther, pounced Gunther into the referee, knocking the official out cold. And when order was restored, Gunther put Keys away with a devastating powerbomb to officially become the number one contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. But the night wasn't done yet. Yet, after Gunther's victory, Cody Rhodes stormed the ring once again and drilled the ring general with a crossroads. The American Nightmare made absolutely sure Gunther knew what's coming, what's waiting for him in class in Italy. Jade Cargill sounds off. Uh, women's champion uh, women's championship promo. Jade Cargill stepped out with B-Fab and Meeching, declaring that everyone acts tough when she's not in the building. When she's not in the building. But when her music hits, it gets real. It gets quite real fast. She pointed to Rhea Ripley as Exhibit A and holding announce and boldly announcing she's bringing the women's championship home a class in Italy. Uh, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss weren't having any of it, with Charlotte calling it Flair Country and inviting Cargo to sit down and take notes with while they handled her backup dancers and handled them they did mostly. Tag team match. Charlotte Flair. Speaking of that match, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss took on Meechin and B-Fab with Jade Cargo uh, at ringside. Winners Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss via DQ. Bliss nailed a Slater Sister Abigail on B-Fab and was about to get the pinfall, but Jade Cargill pulled her clean out of the ring, causing the disqualification. After the bell, Charlotte sent Meechin flying over the announce table before booting B-Fab and out of the ring. The message was sent and clear. Flair and Bliss are not to be messed with. Um, I apologize for this like, but it's gonna be done. This video is gonna be done soon. I apologize. Carmelo Hayes returns. Hayes defeats Ricky Saint. Carmelo Hayes made his long-awaited return to SmackDown and had something to say, calling out both Chris Williams and Sami Zayn for making a mockery of the U.S. title picture and declaring he's coming back for the championship, for that championship. He he backed it up in the ring too. Saints survived Dirty Diana and the first 48, and uh, even landed a Revolution DDT. But Hayes held off a crafty rope assisted roll up to steal the victory. Him is back, baby. Baby. The tag team match. There was a tag team match with Damian Priest with R-Truth versus Tama Tonga with Solo Sikoa and Tala Tonga at ringside. Damian Priest won the match. Priest and Priest was absolutely dominant throughout, controlling the pace of the match before finishing Tama Tonga off with a thunderous South of Heaven for the pinfall victory. The WWE Tag Team Champions are letting the MFTs know payback is a priest. Coming up next, this coming Friday, on the WWE calendar, Saturday night, coming up next on the WWE calendar, sorry, the Saturday night's main event, May 23rd, this coming Saturday, from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Brie Bella and Paige defend the World Tag Team Championships versus Nia Jax and Last Legend. Clash in Italy, May 30th. Turin, Italy. Cody Rhodes defends the undisputed WWE Championship versus Gunther. Plus, Jade Cargo challenges Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship. What a stacked road ahead. SmackDown is absolutely cooking, heading into Italy on the end of the month. Hope you guys like that SmackDown preview. I know it was a little lengthy. Please forgive me, but I had to get all that fun electricity in to this recap. And finally, I'm going to preview what will come tonight on Monday Night Raw from Greensboro, North Carolina. WWE Monday Night Raw tonight, May 18th, 2026, at 8 p.m. Eastern, streaming live on Netflix at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. The go home show before Saturday night's main event this coming Saturday. The OTC speaks. Roman Reigns addresses Jacob Fatu. Buckle up, because this is going to be electric. Last week, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, absolutely lost his marbles, laying out not only the world heavyweight champion, Roman Reigns, but the Usos as well to close the show in shocking fashion. Tonight, the reigning WWE World Heavyweight Champion is set to address the attack and deliver his, uh, his response. And with Saturday night's main event just days away, Reigns' appearance could set the tone for the next major title defense. The tribal chief does not forget. He does not forgive. And he is not going to be happy. WWE Women's Tag Team Championships match, Brie Bella and Paige versus Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez with Liv Morgan at ringside. This one is absolutely, this one will be an absolute championship gold collision. Brie Bella and Paige, fresh off their match on SmackDown, will be making their very first women's tag team championship defense on Raw since capturing the titles at WrestleMania 42. And standing across the ring with will be the Hungry Judgment Day duo of Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez, with Women's World Championship champion Liv Morgan in their corner. With the Women's World Championship uh, already in the Judgment Day's possession, they have their sights locked firmly on bringing all the gold back to the clubhouse. Can Scream Mode survive the Judgment Day's relentless gold rush? Or do the titles change hands tonight? The stakes could not be any higher, folks. Femi's open challenge. Who's brave enough? Then this is the question on everyone's lips right now. After destroying Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42 and sending him into retirement, the ruler over Femi has been on a terrifying open challenge streak. But last week, GM Adam Pearce had to announce that literally nobody in the locker room was willing to step up. Femi simply walked backstage and dragged Los Gardas out. Los Gardas out for a 2-on-1 handicap match and made quite quick work of them anyway. Sorry. So, the big question tonight, will Pierce cancel the challenge again? Will Femi have to keep hunting unwilling victims backstage? Or will someone, anyone, finally have the guts to answer the ruler's call? This storyline is uh, appointment television. Uh, there will be a 6-man tornado tag team match. El uh, El Grande Americano and Los Americanos versus the original El Grande Americano and the original Los Americanos Hermanos, Julius and Brodus Creed. Masks, mayhem, and absolute lucha chaos. Chaos are on the menu tonight. This wild trios collision is serving as a massive preview for the heated mask versus mask main event between El Grande Americano and the original El Grande Americano at the upcoming Noche de los Grandes event under the AAA banner. Identi- Identities, legacies, and massive masks could all be on the line before this rivalry reaches its climax point. Also, expect expect tonight. Expected tonight. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Logan Paul, Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, and Stephanie Vaquer are all listed as featured superstars, meaning that star power tonight is through the roof, with the Street Profits just days away from their World Tag Team title match at Saturday night's main event. Expect Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins to have something major on their minds tonight. And with the road to Clash in Italy, May 31st, 2026, in Turin, uh, heating up fast. Expect fireworks from the top of from the top to bottom, from top to bottom. WWE calendar, what's coming up? Saturday night's main event, like I mentioned above, uh, on May 31st, 23rd, from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Clash in Italy, May 31st, in Turin, Italy. Cody Rhodes again, will face for the undisputed WWE champ title. Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the women's championship. Don't miss a second of tonight's action. Fire up Netflix at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, and enjoy the ride, Greensboro. I hope you guys like that raw preview. Again, I apologize for making this video slightly long, but tomorrow will not be this long. If you guys like this video, click the thumbs up. All the details will be in my description below. And if you could me a solid and visit the link in the description for buying these Portuguese books, Portuguese learning activity books for your children, that would be great. It would help my channel and help the author learn Portugal. Thank you to Learn Portugal for sponsoring this video. I will be back here tomorrow with another video recapping what happens on tonight's Monday Night Raw and maybe some wrestling news also. Until then, have a great Monday afternoon or evening. Keep curious, keep smiling, keep cool, because now it's warm in some parts. And as I always love to say, keep on smiling. Peace. And we'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.